As we all grow and learn more about ourselves in life, we realize we have some certain skills, things that we're really good at, some things that we might not be so good at, or we might be really bad at. One thing that I've realized over my adult years that I'm still learning how to do or still learning how to be better at is like taking care of plants and flowers, that sort of thing. I'm not always the best at that. I've had a lot of orchids in my life that what I say is that I'm good at killing orchids. It's why I have a bunch of these sorts of things in my house that are fake. But you know what? I think what's easy to forget is that these things don't take care of themselves, or they might look good for a day or even a week, and after a while they just start to sag, and if you don't water them or they don't get the sunlight they need, they don't take care of themselves. And it's a similar thing for us in our own spiritual lives. I think so often we can think that if I'm just doing the things that I have been doing, if I'm, going to church, or if I've gone on a retreat, that'll continue to sink in. And there's a certain sense that it's true that what we do is, and what we do need to do these things that we continually, that are part of our Christian life, like going to Mass every Sunday, like finding ways to pray every day. But we also have to continue to put on the mind of Christ, renew our minds, and be transformed by that renewal. Today, in the letter to the Hebrews, we hear that the author is encouraging us to continue to work toward that, to work toward, putting on the mind of Christ every day while it is still today. He says that we have to keep doing this each and every day, because we don't live in an environment where that is going to happen by itself. In fact, we live in an environment that's hostile to that way of thinking. That instead of thinking that my life is lived for God and for others, we live in a culture that says you should live for yourself and do whatever you need to do and make sure that you're happy first. And so we have to actually remind ourselves each and every day that this is what the reality is. That the reality is that I'm a beloved son, I'm a beloved daughter of God, and through my baptism, God has given me this great inheritance and a great partnership with Him to go out and transform the world by being His light to others. By being His light to others. That is our goal and our life as Christians. And so let's ask the Lord today for that grace, that we might continually have that motivation to keep on renewing the mind of Christ. The way we do that is by going to the Scripture. And if there are those Scriptures that are very meaningful to you, that help you to transform your mind, things that tell you who you are, then write those down, put them on a note card, stick them to your mirror. Those are the great things that we have to remember each and every day. I've got a couple of those on my mirrors and around my prayer space as well, because I have to remember who I am so that I can be who I'm supposed to be in the world today, who God has called me to be. Let's ask the Lord for that grace today so that we might be His bearers of the light to the world.